What's going on, swim fans? In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to breathe while swimming freestyle. Now, this video is for beginners, so if you're just getting started and you're trying to figure out how to breathe while you swim in the most efficient way possible, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm not only gonna share with you why it's important to focus on learning how to breathe on your side, but I'm gonna share 5 different methods that you can learn this and apply those skills into your swimming. Now, if you guys are new here, welcome to MySwimPro, where I share the latest and greatest to help you improve your performance and health both in and out of the water. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and join the MySwimPro global community, not only in the MySwimPro app, but in our Facebook group. We have over 10,000 swimmers from around the world. I hope to see you guys in there. So let's get right into it. Why is it so important to focus on breathing on your side? Now, you've seen it a number of times if you go to the pool, or maybe you've seen swimming on TV, and swimmers make it look so effortless, just breathing onto the side. So a few reasons why this matters. When you breathe to your side, rather than lifting your head out of the water, you're actually going to reduce the amount of drag that you have. Remember, water is 800 times more resistive than air. So if you can minimize the amount of drag that you have and not have to lift up your head for a breath, rotate to the side, it's going to keep your legs higher in the water and you're not going to sink as much, and that's going to be a lot more efficient. So the second reason why it's super important to breathe onto your side is because it fits the rotational momentum of the freestyle stroke. So if you think about how you swim freestyle, when you enter your hand into the water and your fingertips slide under the surface, you're going to extend and reach as far as you can, and your body's actually going to rotate. You're going to roll from side to side. And when you breathe on your side, that's a natural part of the stroke. So as your fingertips enter the water and you extend on that line in front of your shoulder, you're actually going to naturally be able to just tilt your head to the side, and it's really part of the body roll as is. And the third reason why it matters is really a combination of those first two, is that you're going to swim faster and you're going to do that with less energy. So because you have less drag, because you're moving more efficiently, and because it's a natural part of the stroke, as you rotate onto your side, it's going to be easier to swim faster for a longer period of time. That sounds great, right? Make sure you smash the like button if you like the way that sounds. Now let's talk about these 5 methods that you can actually apply this skill and learn how to breathe on your side. A few different versions of them, and they increase in complexity, so make sure you watch until the very end so you can try each of these and see how they actually work. So the first method is practice breathing at the wall with both of your arms actually at the wall. So if you can stand in the pool that you're practicing at, that's even better, but you don't even need to be able to do that. Just be on the wall, have both your arms straight, and you're gonna practice putting your face under the water, and you want the water line in the middle of your head. So if you're wearing a swim cap or not, have half your head underneath the surface of the water and your eyes are looking down, and half your head should be dry. The top part of your head of your swim cap should be dry. What you're gonna do, just like you learn how to swim, you're gonna blow bubbles, your arms are straight, and you're actually gonna practice taking an arm stroke, keep that one arm straight, and you're gonna roll onto your side and focus on what it feels like to breathe on your side. What you're trying to do is keep one eye, one goggle underneath the surface of the water, and the other eye should be above the water. You should have your head in the straight line just like your arm, and ideally like your body when you're swimming. Remember, you don't wanna lift your head up because that's gonna sink your legs. So really focus with both arms at the wall. You can rotate with one arm, but also practice the timing of how you would pull that stroke and drop the arm and then breathe onto the side. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, how can I breathe if half my face is underneath the surface of the water? This is a big misconception that actually when you swim and you have this forward momentum, you actually create an air pocket as long as you're making some kind of forward progress. And it's actually a lot easier than you think to have one eye and half your face basically underneath the surface of the water. And if you see a swimmer that's moving, at any speed and they're able to breathe on their side comfortably, you can see that, part of their mouth is actually what seems to be underneath the surface of the water, but because your head is breaking through the surface of the water, it's actually going to create that air pocket. So that's the first method, and I really encourage you to try that when you get started. That's probably the simplest way. Another way that is also relatively as simple and differently is where you're actually going to do with a kickboard. You're going to take one arm stroke, you're going to kick with a kickboard, and you're actually going to pull underneath the surface of the water, and then you're going to practice breathing to your side. Now you're actually going to be moving, and you're going to apply the same skill that we worked on at the wall And now you're actually gonna be making forward progress with a kickboard. You wanna keep your body flat and really make sure you're rotating onto your side. Take that full stroke, be patient, use the kickboard to rest your arm, and really make sure that you're making forward progress, and really try your best to keep that one goggle in the water and one goggle out of the water. Now the third is breathing at the wall with a single arm. So we already talked about if you have two arms at the wall and then you focus on taking a stroke and then rotating your head, what you can do is you can actually position your body to be horizontal, have one arm straight out, and you're kicking into the wall, and the kick is actually what's holding you in the wall. This is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more core stability. And what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna rotate to your side. Again, keep one eye and one ear in the water and one eye above the water. And then you're gonna rotate. You can be as patient as you'd like with this drill. Really don't try and rush it, because it's so important to focus on finding that balance and comfort on your side. Now the fourth drill method is doing something that I like to call 6-kick switch. If you come from a swimming background, you've probably done this drill a number of times working on things like rotation. And like we mentioned earlier, you want to apply this skill of rotation into the actual breathing of the stroke. So the way this works, you're going to be on your side and you're going to take 6 kicks on your side with your arm absolutely straight and your opposite arm is dry out of the water. You're gonna take your 6 strokes, and then you're gonna take 1 stroke after the 6 kicks, and then you're gonna be on your other side. Now what you can do when you're on your side balancing is really focus on breathing. Ideally on this drill, your eyes are looking down, but you can look to the side, get that breath, and really focus on balancing. There's a few different variations of this drill. It doesn't have to be 6 kicks, it could be 12 kicks, it could be 3 strokes with 12 kicks, that way you get to practice on both sides. And that 3 strokes and 12 kicks is a great segue to the 5th method, which is called bilateral breathing. And all this means is you're actually gonna practice breathing on both sides of your body. So normally you'll have a preference of what side you're more comfortable breathing, sort of like if you're right-handed or left-handed. And when you learn to swim, you're just naturally gonna end up favoring one side. And that's perfectly okay. But one thing that you can do to really focus on getting to that next level of comfort and balancing on your side is doing it on your non-dominant side. So you can do bilateral breathing by breathing every 3 strokes or every 5 strokes. That way you get to practice on both sides. Again, it's not required, and it's actually okay that you have a bias to one side and actually be a lot stronger breathing on one side. But I do recommend trying it, at least developing it over time, and you can practice bilateral breathing either in your warm-up sets or in specific sets in your workout. So for example, you'll do the warm-up and you'll breathe on your dominant side, then you'll do another set where you exclusively focus on breathing on your non-dominant side to develop that skill as a drill. Now, if you're looking for ways to structure the different workouts, and some of the terms maybe weren't that familiar, make sure you download the MySwimPro app, because we have personalized workouts that guide you through a plan towards a specific goal, whether it's the couch to 1K, or you're training for an open water race, or you're trying to improve your individual medley. And we have all the different workouts structured. That way you can follow a specific plan and they get dynamically personalized to your skill level and your goals. So make sure you check out the MySwimPro app. It's available. I'll make sure it is linked down below in this video, and it is 100% free to download. Also, if you haven't already checked out my new book, Swim Like a Pro, it condenses everything that I talk about at this channel and in the MySwimPro app in one condensed book. I'll make sure that is also linked below. And finally, if you're not already in that Facebook group, I hope to see you guys in there. It'll also be linked down below. Hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and I wish you the best and happy swimming.